so. I know. Maybe Sabrina would have a better view.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Dillon and Maria, we want to extend a warm welcome, and I do mean warm, this Saturday afternoon. It's my honor and privilege as a district court judge here in the state of Utah to preside over this marriage ceremony. On this day, of course, we gather together to witness the joy of marriage and also to celebrate with Dillon and Maria. I'm sure that both of them are extremely grateful to start this new beginning with family and friends and people that they both admire and respect and love. You know, there's so many different words that can be used to describe the key to a successful marriage. Words like honor, respect, commitment, dedication, patience, and understanding all come to mind. This is a time when you need to honor and respect each other. Respect the opinions and comments of each other. Listen to what each other has to say and offer. Even if you don't always agree with each other, always honor and respect one another. Commitment and dedication. This is a time when you say to each other, I am committed to making this marriage last, and I am dedicated to you. You should pledge to each other that you will do everything possible to make this marriage work. Only through commitment and dedication will you succeed. And finally, patience and understanding. Be patient with each other. Understand that in the course of this marriage, both of you will do things that are annoying to each other. But always be patient and try to understand each other. You know, most people really discover that every marriage develops its own set of rules. As much as we wish that there was a special formula that would guarantee a successful marriage, in the end you need to find your own way. We suggest to you that love comes not from looking at each other, but from looking outward in the same direction. Your family and friends would urge you to listen and share in each other's dreams and interests. Hold patiently, with care, those qualities that you admire in each other. Look ahead, but realize the quality of the moment at hand. Laugh, wonder, and reason together. Do not merely allow each other to grow and change, but delight in it. You know, of all the satisfying discoveries to be made in a marriage, the most significant would be to find that you had married your best friend. It would be a comforting delight to know that the person with whom you expect to spend the rest of your life is really the one you enjoyed being with. Happiness would come from knowing that the person you honored and trusted depended upon you, that your virtues, your faults, your failings, your success, your pain, and even your humor were prized and understood. You know, some people say the key to a successful marriage comes from the little things that we say and do for each other. Kenny Rogers had a song out a few years ago called Buy Me a Rose. The lyrics for that song were written by a man who lives here in Utah. The song, I think, gives us some good advice on making a marriage last. Kenny Rogers said, "Buy her a rose, call her from work, open the door, how can it hurt? Tell her you love her by the look in your eyes. These are the little things that make a marriage rise." And so, Dillon, someday you might say to Maria, "I bought you a rose on my way home from work, a rose that will open the door to a heart that I hurt. You can see by the look in my eyes, it's the little things that matter most in our lives." I would at this time like to speak to both of you about some of the things that many of the people here today wish for both of you. I'm sure that your family and friends wish for both of you a love that makes you better people, that gives you the zest for living, that provides you with the strength and the energy to face the challenges and responsibilities of marriage. What I wish for both of you can be expressed in these words. Life is not so much about the breath you take. Life is about the moments that take your breath away. Marriage is one of those moments that takes your breath away. A few rules to remember in the course of this marriage. A good marriage must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, "I love you" at least once each day. It's never going to sleep angry. It's having a mutual sense of value and common objectives. It's standing together facing the world. It's forming a circle that gathers in the whole family. It's speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in a thoughtful way. It's having the capacity to forgive and forget. It's not only marrying the right person, it's being the right partner. And that's why I think the words of a man named Albert Camus were good advice when he said this: "Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend." You know, I saw this little quote the other day, and I think it kind of captures what marriage vows are all about. It's very simple, and it goes like this: you don't marry the person you can live with, you marry the person you cannot live without. And so as you exchange vows here today, remember that's kind of what you're saying is, I'm about to marry the person I cannot live without. So let's start off. We've got some questions to answer. And Maria, let's start with you first. They're really easy questions. Okay. Do you, Maria, take Dillon to be your lawfully wedded husband, to laugh with him in joy, to grieve with him in sorrow, to love and cherish, to have and to hold, to honor and respect from this day forward? Okay. And do you, Dillon, take Maria to be your lawfully wedded wife, to laugh with her in joy, to grieve with her in sorrow, to love and cherish, to have and to hold, to honor and respect from this day forward? Okay. Now, can I get you to join hands together for a moment? Pretend like you like each other. Okay. And again, I need to have you repeat after me. I, Maria, take Dillon to be my husband, and promise before these witnesses to be his true and faithful wife, in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, from this day forward. Okay. I, Dillon, take Maria to be my wife, and promise before these witnesses to be her true and faithful husband, in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, in joy and in sorrow, from this day forward. All right, now we have the rings. Take those off. All right, you've chosen these rings as a symbol of the love you have for each other and the lifetime commitment you're about to make. You'll notice that the outer edge of a ring is circular, with no beginning and no ending. The love you have for each other should be an exchange of affection and devotion with no beginning and no ending. It's my hope that each day you wear these rings, it will remind you of the commitment you made to each other. In exchanging the rings, you mark the desire to join your lives together. And now, Maria, would you place the ring on Dillon's finger? And repeat after me. With this ring, I pledge my love as long as we both shall live. Dillon, would you place the ring on Maria's finger? And again, repeat after me. With this ring, I pledge my love as long as we both shall live. All right, you've both now consented to the bonds of matrimony and have pledged your love and devotion for each other. And by the power that's vested in me as a district court judge, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may share your first kiss as husband and wife.
Woo!
Just a couple of announcements. First of all, we want to thank everyone for coming. I know it's extremely hot. Just ask Dillon if you have any questions. And second of all, I guess you'll be greeting guests, maybe at the back, the other end of this area.
In the shade.
And we're going to need just a minute of your time first, though, to have you sign the license. And then I guess I'd like to be the first to introduce to all of you folks for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Dillon and Maria Grigoric.
Perfect.